¿Qué tal, clase? This tutorial will review Spanish possessive adjectives. First, let's review some relevant definitions. A noun is a word that names a person, animal, place, or thing. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. And a possessive adjective is a word that describes a relationship between people or things or tells who owns something. In Spanish, a definite article, an indefinite article, a number, or a possessive adjective will come directly before a noun. But you will only use one of these. Por ejemplo, los libros is an example of a definite article accompanying the noun. Unos libros is an example of an indefinite article accompanying the noun. Tres libros is an example of a number accompanying the noun. And mis libros is an example of a possessive adjective accompanying the noun. Let's review the various forms of the Spanish possessive adjectives. Mi and mis translate to my. Tu and tus translate to your. Su and sus translate to his, hers, or theirs. Nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras translate to our. Vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, and vuestras translate to your, plural. And su and sus also translate to theirs and your, plural. Possessive adjectives agree with the noun they describe in number, which means singular or plural. Por ejemplo, mi amigo is my friend, and mis amigos is my friends. Tu amigo is your friend, and tus amigos is your friends. Su amigo is his, her, their friend, and sus amigos is his, her, their friends. Notice how both the singular and the plural form of the possessive adjective have the same English translation. Making them singular or plural to agree with the noun that they describe in Spanish is purely for grammatical purposes. Let's talk about the our form of the possessive adjective. The our, or nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras form is the only form of the possessive adjective that must agree with the noun it describes in gender, which means masculine or feminine, and in number, which means singular or plural. Por ejemplo, let's look at how the our form of the possessive adjective will change to agree with the noun it is describing. We will use nuestro when the noun is masculine and singular. We will use nuestra when the noun is feminine and singular. We will use nuestros when the noun is masculine and plural. And we will use nuestras when the noun is feminine and plural. All four forms mean our. We just have to change them grammatically to agree with the noun that they describe. Finally, we should look at an interesting pattern with family vocabulary. Remember the Spanish rule that if you have a group of people that are a mix of males and females, you will refer to them as masculine plural. Let's apply this to the family vocabulary. Mi abuelo is my grandfather, and mi abuela is my grandmother. Mis abuelos can mean my grandfathers or my grandparents, depending on the context of the sentence. Let's look at another one. Mi tío is my uncle, and mi tía is my aunt. Mis tíos can be my uncles or my uncle and aunt, depending on the context of the sentence. Mi padre is my father, and mi madre is my mother. Mis padres means my parents. Mi hermano means my brother, and mi hermana means my sister. Mis hermanos can mean my brothers or my siblings, depending on the context of the sentence. This concludes our tutorial on possessive adjectives. Hasta la vista.